Hello, folks, and welcome to Fermanagh Modelers EC. Sorry about the pause there, guys, but Gary forgot to tell me I'm running the show tonight. And that's the reason why I was on the other camera, because I'm spraying my dagger, which I will explain in a minute. Oh, look at the face on that. Face only a granny could love. We're going to make you laugh, Gary.
No, you're not.
Oh, here we go. Anyway, in the house tonight is Gary. Say hello, Gary. Say hello, Gary.
Hello.
Good boy. Well done. Congratulations. Go on, giggle. Go on. Give us a giggle.
No,
Come on, Ginger
no.
Bear. Come on, Ginger Bear. Give us a giggle. I'll come after you with my dagger.
Oh, I am so scared.
And also in the house we've got Dave. Evening, Dave.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you. You?
Yeah, not bad. You sound a lot better than Gary.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, folks. I know what Gary's doing. And he is having an awful time doing this. Bless him. And it's just hilarious. Oh, the tongue's out. Before we go to Gary, Dave, what are you up to?
I'm working on this handsome chap.
Oh, give me a sec. Oh, nice.
So
Is
just
those, ones you've got off the Kickstarter?
yeah, that's the Patreon I'm part of. So they released all of this month's miniatures on Monday. So just
All right.
printed a batch off. But yeah, I mean, that's a lot of work, lot to be getting on with there. So really, it's disgusting. I mean, all the warts and yeah. But I'm very good as well. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be working on.
Well, so they released Monday morning, and by 10 o'clock, you'd already downloaded them all and started printing up.
They're all downloaded, but I've run out of resin. So I've got this. Well, no, these are four. I've got four of the bigger ones done. The two biggest ones are enormous. And I don't want to start printing those till I know I've got enough resin to do it, because it's just a real waste if you get 3/4 of the way through and you run out. So I'm going to get, and again, I want to get some model making done. So these are I've got all the files, so get these done for the time being, and then take it from there, really.
Okay, cool. So you're having fun with your 3D printer then?
Oh yes, definitely.
Well worth the money.
But yeah, it's nearly paid for itself already, which is good. So yeah, but it's this. Yeah, I've just scratched the surface. Next thing's to start making my own designs on it, but that's a whole other world ball game. So yeah, as and when, really.
Yeah, I've been using a CAD software called Design Spark Mechanical.
Oh, okay.
And that is so easy to use. So easy.
Is that freeware? Is it, Steph?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I looked at ZBrush the other day.
Okay. Not heard of that one.
Well, I think a lot of the figure sculpt, amateur sort of figure sculptors use it. So,
oh right, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just something again. Long term, just be good thing to give a go to,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, what have you been up to then?
Me, I am sort of doing. Give me a sec. I've got to put that down. I can't put the dagger down at the moment because it's still a bit damp. And flick camera. There we go. That's what I'm making at the moment.
That's printed, yeah.
Yeah, that's 3D printed. I had to slice that because
Oof.
that wouldn't fit on my build plate. So,
I think it's best with a big build. It's best doing that anyway. Because I said if it fails, like if you get a power cut the last couple of minutes, you have to do it all again, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I haven't had power cuts for a long time because we changed the fridge freezer.
I'm be saying, yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's really nice to have the confidence to do a big build and not worry about the bloody printer failing. So, all her dice go in here.
Oh, okay.
You've got counters as well, and that's the top of it.
Excellent.
So yeah, that's what I am up to. So no. The young man is away at the moment. So Dave, are you all right going through kits past and present and what you would recommend to build?
Yes, yeah, I'm all ready to go. Do we want to wait till Gary gets back, or?
Yeah, we'll wait till Gary gets back. Have a chat with Gary. See how he's getting on. He's probably taken it out and thrown it in the bin. But we'll let Gary explain to you what he's been doing. So we'll just keep an eye, wait for him to come back. So what's your...
Sorry, Steph. With that, I'm intrigued. You put because it'd make a good. The guy who played Dungeons and Dragons would make a good birthday present for him.
Yeah.
So what you do? You put the dice in that trough in the dagger, do you?
Yeah, and there's a sheath that goes over the top of it.
Oh, okay.
There you go, like that.
Oh,
so
cool.
It goes in and out.
Ah.
Dice safe.
Ah.
Right, Gary. Hello. You're on mute, by the way. You muted yourself, mate.
Hello, staff.
Glad you decided to turn up. So, what are you working on, Gary?
Pulling out my hair.
What hair?
Precisely. I've none left.
Yeah.
Throwing in the towel.
That's it for me.
Yeah. No, that's way. You wouldn't do that in a week. Never mind. I hope the 12-year-olds nowadays have fucking engineering degrees because.
Right, easy.
I said, Franson.
Yeah.
It's that bad, Gary? Is it?
It is that bad. They've actually had to put 2 boxes into one.
Right.
To get to sift through the whole things. When you got it up to a certain height, it was bowing. It wasn't, it's not staying together, you know what I mean? There's gaps where there shouldn't be gaps.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's supposed to be a 3D construction of that.
Oof. Right, okay. And it doesn't fit together at all.
It doesn't fit together. Again, I'm only after hearing what the price of it was. Whoa.
How much was it?
£21 each.
Blimey.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You could nearly, it's good. Don't know if you can see there, it's not fitting at all, Dave, if you know what I mean. You can see air through it, or,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You shouldn't be able to see any gaps whatsoever. And then when you do push it together, it all falls apart.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
It's not with super gluing it together, is it, Gary?
I would do that, Dave, but the only problem with that there is what happens, you make a mistake.
Yeah, true.
Right.
Yeah.
There's your instructions.
Right.
Like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I found out earlier on when I was talking to staff. You see them wee bits up there, staff, or Dave and staff?
Yep.
See them wee bits? Yep. You can't go by them. You can't go by them at all.
Right.
because I counted it up there. I think it was stage 4,
Right.
right? It said it 4 of them up at the top, right? Not a problem. But when you count it the way, see when you count the wee nubs there, right? It says 4 of those nubs, but yet on the instructions it says 3.
Right.
So that's what you're up against a lot there, if you know what I mean, David. Is
It's not worth looking online, is it, Gary? Just see if anyone has kind of, got any. Because the reason why I ask is I got given one of those metal kits.
yeah.
And again, it's supposed to be for kids, and I'm like, with my PE tools, I couldn't make the damn thing. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, and I'm just like, and I went online, and there's basically obviously people who that's all they make, and they've got a few sort of like tips and stuff like that. Just a thought.
Any ones that I have seen online has been saying stay away from them.
Well, fair enough.
You know what I mean? Any of the instructions that I've seen or reviews online has been saying the same thing. Stay away from it.
Okay, mate.
You know what I mean? I only got this here at 11 o'clock this morning, and it needed to be done for 7 o'clock tonight.
Well, if it can't be done, it can't be done, can it?
No, it's. I'll have to admit now, if that there is for a child, you know what I mean, or I would seriously think of, if any parent was right there to buy that there and spent that sort of money on that there, not worth it. Absolutely not worth it.
Yeah, fair enough. And they're £21 each, you say?
£21 each. And by the looks of things, there's stuff missing from the bags anyway, because there's not enough of some of the markers, the black markers.
Right.
You know what I mean? It says there should be 24 of them wee ones there.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
I counted 18.
Sack it off then, Gary. If there's not the right parts, there's nothing you can do, is there?
No, there's not. You know what I mean? They did have a go at it themselves, but it was all bowed. And I got it up to the height they had it, and it was all bowed again.
Right.
You know what I mean? And clearly there is stuff missing from it. Okay. You know what I mean? I've never seen worse.
Leave it then. There's no point. Half the stuff's missing.
Plus, I'm not allowed to post for 30 days.
You're not allowed to what?
I'm not allowed to post up on Facebook for 30 days.
Well, you're in Facebook jail, are you?
It's the first time I've ever been in jail, Dave, if you know what I mean, kind of me being a good boy.
Sorry. What happened?
Somebody wasn't very happy with one of my posts.
Right. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Has Facebook told you which post?
Yes, they have told me exactly which post, and I want to be very careful because I don't want that one there.
The swastika, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got to be so careful with that, Gary. Because the problem is the algorithm's just looking at it. It's not a human being looking at that. It's
Yeah. Well, wouldn't put it past somebody for reporting it anyway. You know what I
mean? How long was it up before it was reported?
It was put up from last night, Dave.
Yeah. Thing is, I had a post flagged from this time from March 2020. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going extra hot on that kind of thing at the moment, mate. So again, it's probably an algorithm that's done it. That's what it is. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Well,
nothing. I doubt it's been reported. If it's been, yeah, it's an algorithm's tripped over it, and yeah, you'd think with a couple of billion users, they can't look at everything, can they? You know.
now I'll go back to what I'm good at, model making.
Yeah. Well, I'll speak to you about it. I've got something that might be able to help with that, Gary. I'll speak to you after the show. Yeah.
Not a problem. I share from Facebook jail for 30 days. Sure.
Oh, here we go.
It makes no difference. Right, I'm going now to get a wee bit of water so I can go back to what I'm good at. Because that.
Before we go to Mark, I'm just going to read a few comments. Julian says, the Luftwaffe and Eagle Force have had a mid-wardrobe collision and taken a nosedive, now in Hangar 1, awaiting repair. Oh!
Whoops.
He also says, like linked sword, Steph. Thank you. Julian also says, send them back, Gary, get a refund. He can't. And he says, for fuck's sake. So, Mark, how are you and what are you up to?
Evening, evening, gents. I'm very well, actually. How are we all?
Good. Yeah, thank you.
It's not worth it.
Good.
Can your daughter
Today,
stop now?
Sorry?
Your daughter can stop now, can she?
Yeah, well, she could stop last time, but she just had an annoying squeak.
What about the car?
The car's fine, but we found out the reason for the squeak on when she pressed the brakes. I took one of the wheels off and did one side, and my daughter did the other side.
Right.
She wanted to be hands-on and to do it, so she has an idea of
Mm-hmm.
the ways and wherefores, and if she needs to do it in the future, which is very credible of her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she took the wheel off, and she went to undo the two caliper mounts. And then as she had her hand on the brake disc, her free hand on the brake disc, it moved. And then she calls me over and says, Dad, is this supposed to happen? And says, what? What's the matter? And she got hold of the brake disc and she was turning it.
Oof.
I thought, no, that's not really supposed to happen. It's not noticeable because obviously the bolts go straight through into the hub and securing the disc as well. So that's possibly why it was squeaking, is that one of the... it's only got one tapered screw that goes through the disc into the hub just as a locating point.
Right.
And that had sheared.
Right.
So.
Blimey. Well, good job you found that out, really, isn't it?
Yeah, hunt out the easy outs.
Yeah. Oof.
But, ho-hum. It's not dangerous because, like I said, once the wheel's on, the bolts go straight through and into the hub anyway, so it's securing the disc.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But as for this evening, I shall be working in a completely new medium. Fired brass.
What are you making?
I have a selection of 7.62, 5.56, 7.65, 9mm 22, a 303, and 30mm cases, which I will be hot gun gluing together.
Interesting. The statement, I have no live rounds or empty cases in my possession, sir, springs to mind.
Well, they weren't live at the time.
No.
They're still not live now. I got the FFE certificate when I got them.
Cool.
Okay.
Where'd you get them from?
The dump.
All right, cool.
Apart from the 30mm case, that was from my last detachment, my last squadron detachment.
Where was that? Detchi?
Yep. Detchi. Detchi, just off the Detchi wall.
So you didn't have to shell anything out for them?
No, I did not.
I made Gary laugh. Yep, I'll give myself a drum roll for that.
See what you did there, Dave. See what you did, like it.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Oh, finally, somebody's made the old fart giggle. Yeah, you old git.
Good job, I have no feelings.
Okay, please, guys, watch comms.
Sorry.
My apologies.
Good job, I have no feelings.
We've had feelings, we get it again.
Tape marking for the use of.
Right, so while we're doing this, Dave, do you want to do your bits?
Yeah, sure.
I'll put you big screen and I'll mute everyone else. If you just let us know that you've finished and we can unmute everybody,
all right.
Okay?
Yep, no problem. All right, so I thought it'd be interesting to start with, you talk about old kits and just how things have moved on. I remember getting this when I was about 12 years old when Matchbox, brought out a whole series of 1/32 scale aircraft. Did a really nice. I've got that, the Rebel Reeboks Mark 24 Spitfire. But I remember this one especially because it had things like, well, I mean, it seems like a 1/32 scale aircraft were rare at that point. They weren't crazy money either for what they were, and at the time, it seemed really detailed. Obviously, by modern standards, it isn't, but it had things like a detailed engine, which again you take for granted these days, but at the time was really unheard of, and an opening cockpit. So that was the 12-year-old. My 12-year-old self was pretty thrilled by that. So open up the box. I mean, you can see it's get in front of the camera. You know, the box is pretty full. There's a lot of stuff in there. Little asides. Basically, you needed nose weight adding, and I was like, right, okay. So I got a load of fishing weights and emptied about half a tube of Airfix tube glue into the nose to hold them all in place. When I woke up the next day, there was a huge molten mess of there we go, there's the nose cone in question. But this was just a huge blob of black plastic on my workbench. So unfortunately that project kind of came to a screeching halt. So there was always that. But as I said, I've seen people do some really nice super detail work on these. I mean, they are, to be fair, they are of their time. But for their time, I mean, it's recessed panel lines. And you look at what Revell was turning out at the time, you know, this really was a cut above, I would say. You know, options to, I'm just looking here, you have the wing folds up or down. I mean, it really was, they did cram really quite a large amount of detail into the kit for the time being. So I think as far as old kits go, I think this was pretty cutting edge. Again, I think they were just around the time. It's unfortunate that sort of the early 80s when I kind of got interested in drum kits and girls and things like that. Kits were, molding technology was moving on. Imports were getting, you know, Tamiya kits were getting more available and so on and so forth. And I'm just going to go and get the other kit that was one of the other kits I was going to mention. So talking of which, around about the same time, probably just after, I went to my local model shop and I saw this. And at the time, I'd seen Tamiya kits. We talked about this on the show the other day. There was a big Beatties model shop in Newcastle, and they had, it was either a 1/12 or 1/16 scale remote control Sherman in the window by Tamiya. I thought it was amazing. It was crazy money then. But so I remember for my birthday, my mum taking me to the local model shop and saying, "Oh, here you go, but this is your birthday present," because at the time it was 20 quid, and we're talking the early 80s. And I remember getting it home, making it with a friend, and it just being a revelation compared to what I'd built up to then. The 70s Airfix stuff. And really, armour vehicles like this were quite underrepresented. I mean, Airfix were mainly aircraft. The only armour they really did was the old converted 176 scale stuff, which was all right, but it wasn't fantastic. And I remember just the fact that this had no flash on it was just something else. Even had a little bit of mesh for the grenade guards on the top, which has now been replaced by photo etch, and a figure, which was very rare for the time, and just things like a little bit of string for the tow bar, for the tow cable on the front, which is like nothing these days, but at the time really was something. Brief asides, I mean, I'm going to be making this at some point this year, but I think as a first kit, you can't really go wrong with something like this. This was, I think, about £14 on eBay, brand new. It was next to nothing for what you're getting. The molds are still really good. There are maybe the details a little basic compared to more modern kits, but if it's something you want to have a go at, I think you could do far worse than start with something like this, to be honest with you, or any of the Tamiya budget range. The old Mark 1 Spitfire, for example, is very good. So there's some of the kind of old kits. Now, I thought I'd show people. This is a little bit more specialised. This is a resin kit of the Transantarctic Snowcat. So you see there, very iconic scene of it getting, which obviously I'll be surprised, if any of these models haven't been built with that scene. I certainly intend to do that. Again, as it says on the instructions, for experienced builders only, and even then read the instructions before you start. The best way I can describe limited run resin kits, I mean, this is very high quality. It costs the best part of £100, and for a 1/35th scale vehicle, you'd pay half that if it was an injection molded kit, probably. Again, resin allows them to basically make vehicles or molds in low volume that you couldn't justify making a vacuum form mold for. The vacuum form mold, injection mold cost about £70,000 just to create the mold. So as you can see, the instructions, there are fewer parts. The instructions are comprehensive, but you've got to have your wits about you. And I'd say, I mean, this is a very good resin kit. Some of the cheaper ones, you've got to spend probably about a fifth of your time getting them looking, cleaning up the resin and so on and so forth. Takes basically quite a bit of time just till you get them up looking at the same standard as a styrene kit. But it means that you can build things that just aren't available in any other, from any other manufacturer. I think there might be an ancient 1/72nd scale kit of this out there somewhere. So basically it comprises of, so you've got the track, the wheel mounts here, you've got the photo etch, it's etched brass. So I mean, that's really quite detailed. So there's that. And then moving on, I mean, things like there are no transparencies with it, or there are, sorry, there's you get a little acetate sheet. You've got to use these templates to basically cut out the glazing for the windows, skylights and rear door, for example. So again, what you find is, just making sure I don't drop anything on the floor and lose it. What you'll find is, again, it's got all the components you'd expect from a normal kit, pretty much. I mean, there's the decals, for example, but you'll see things like, I mean, these are the main. There's the doors. They very kindly, and this you quite often don't get this with the resin kit. They've actually labelled what each of the runners are. All I'd say with resin is, it's got to be very, very careful with it. Resin dust, if you're sanding, is nasty stuff. there was a one of the model pages. There was a fella on there who'd basically, even with a respirator like an N95 mask on, had gone out one of these a resin kit with a Dremel and had ended up in hospital, and the dust had got in his lungs. It's nasty stuff. So yeah, I would say this is going to be a little project for the summer when I can sit outside and do some sanding rather than basically, get all the dust indoors. One thing you can do is wet sanding. Get a bowl of water and basically sand it underwater and deal with it that way. I just think, just better safe than sorry with something like that. So the last thing I was going to look at, more of a modern release. So I'll get it on camera. So this is one of the ICM Chernobyl kits. So I mean, this really lovely kit. I mean, the whole series are really very good. So it comes with a truck, the monitoring station, everything you need really. Figures, again, something that just wouldn't have happened 20, 30 years ago. So, and I think one of the nicest touches is you get a backdrop that comes with it. I don't know where that is exactly. It's in here somewhere, but it's all very comprehensive. So, instructions are very clear, very well molded. So again, it's interesting to see how things have come on, how that Venom at the time was like probably one of the most detailed aircraft kits out there. And you look at it now and it almost seems sort of pretty basic in comparison. But nevertheless, I mean, it could be a challenge taking an old kit like that and making it as good as you possibly can be. And I think a lot of the resin kits, not so much the Neo Mega stuff, that is very good quality. But I think the problem is that a lot of the limited run kits, people buy them, they're expecting, a like an Airfix kit or a Tamiya, and it's a very different proposition. It takes a lot more work just to get the parts up to the standard of a injection molded kit, and it depends on the kit. But some of the more basic ones, the older ones, you view it as a starting point that you add details to get it up to scratch, and then you won't go far wrong. So any questions, please just leave them in the comments. So I hope that's been of use. So back to you, Steph.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Dave. Really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
What was the Checkpoint Charlie one you showed?
Oh, that's the radiation monitoring station.
Was it?
Yeah.
It looked like a British checkpoint.
Here you go. Hold on. There you are.
Oh, yeah.
Faith.
Cool. Yeah.
Faith.
Okay, got a comment here. Stevie Little says, hi, guys. Hi, Stevie. Julian says, no shamoolies in me goodies. No one back for me combats. And he says, got that, Dave. I think he's talking about the Venom.
Oh, cool.
That looks a nice little kit, that does, for a bit of fun.
I think you could still make something really nice out of that with not much effort,
Yeah.
You really could. I bought it. A little trick at model shows. It's worth going around some of the second-hand vendors right at the end of the day and say, I think that was 30 quid he wanted for that, and I offered him 20. And I said, come on, it's one less thing to load on the van, isn't it? He's like, fair enough. 25 quid. So there we go.
Nice.
So, Staff?
Gary?
Have you not got something to tell me, Staff?
No? Why? Remind me.
Are you sure?
Not that I can think of.
Oh, that's all right.
Give me a clue.
It was shown on television.
Was it shown, was it?
Yes.
All right. Let me have a look at Facebook.
But do you not have to tell me something else, Staff? No? No.
What, the fact that I mentioned you?
Well, a part of some of my work was shown on TV.
Was it? I didn't know about that.
Yes, some of my work was shown on TV, folks.
What was that?
I was the German Panzer Adam. See, I will sign autographs later, folks. £20 a skate. Not a problem.
Oh no! Oh, I'm
Yeah.
getting basted in the armourers group.
Why?
I'm absolutely getting hammered. I got slabbed. Ian Thomas popped it in there just so everyone knows. Here's a little bearded gimp on Meridian News. Hello, Mr. Keatley.
Well, I'm not saying nothing, but my work was on it and all.
I will sign autographs later on. Not a problem.
Is there anywhere where I can see you superstars? You can let me hang out with you from now on? Do I have to pay?
Oh, you'll be fine. We'll look after you.
Can I be? I can be in your gang, can I?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
No. I will sign autographs later on.
Oh, good Lord, what the hell? Sorry about that, guys.
What the heck is that?
Bleeding hell.
Is there anywhere where I can see you superstars? You can let me hang out with you from now on? Do I have to pay?
Oh, you'll be fine. We'll look after you.
Normal service will soon resume.
Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to look for it. He said, get Julian Gary Davis says, what TV show, Gary? I and Malcolm were on Meridian ITV News tonight. But what it was, Gary had one of his pieces of work shown. That was it. So he wasn't on. He was just featured. He didn't talk. Unlike me. Raise a TV.
I'm going to have to stop soon hanging around with the common people.
Yeah. Oh dear. Here we go.
You know, just saying.
There's no business like show.
Don't make me laugh, Dave. I'm sorry, kidneys. Don't make me laugh.
Okay.
Quick, make him laugh.
Oh. Stop it, Dave. Oh. Stop it, Dave.
Oh.
Dear Lord.
You right there, Staff?
Julian goes, his head will be huge.
Look at the size of the bee. Is it on YouTube or anything that
I don't know. I'll have a look.
It was just a Malcolm, I think, sent me a link to it, maybe. How long do I check here, folks? After all, you want to see the superstars. Just saying.
Oh, dear me.
Nope, can't see it on YouTube. Nope, I can't see it. I'm sure Malcolm will send us a link.
Oh, yeah.
I just have to get this lot done.
So is that dagger? It's a free pattern, is it?
Yeah. If you want it, I can ping you across the STL files.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a stab at that.
Yeah. You better be careful because it could be a bit sharp.
Yes. Don't want to be blunt about it.
Oh.
Yeah. Less of the cutting remarks. Okay.
Yes. Just remember, you need to sheath it when you finish with it.
Stop it with this.
Made you laugh, Gary. That was my mission for the evening.
I'm an agony.
Good.
Oh.
It's always good when a plan comes together, isn't it, Dave?
Oh. Stop it, stop it. Oh.
Are you getting that stabbing pain, Gary?
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, dear.
Be careful, Dave. We may make him bleed.
That's not funny stuff.
Guy, it's fucking hilarious.
That's the cutting edge of comedy.
Yeah.
I don't fancy sitting on casually for a couple of hours.
Why? Too many people asking for autographs.
Yeah.
Oh, stop now. Sorry, Gary.
Right, Gary, you're right to take control for 5.
Oh, yes, I am indeed.
Cool. Have you just been and had a look, Mr. Bridge?
No,
Okay.
Malcolm sent me the link, I think, because that Mustang I did, he's put it on, I think.
Oh, cool. It's just that you was on the telly.
Surprised they got a camera big enough for that head.
I used the wide angle on my.
All right.
The reinforced lens.
Yes.
Stop it with this.
Yeah. I had to superimpose Gary's image in case it broke it.
Fuck, if I went on the television, there'd be women after me.
No, it'd be broken.
Stop it, stop.
No. Because
is he a little bit poorly or what?
he was a bit grumpy earlier because he had to do this model, this Lego type thing that wasn't working, and he was in a real arsey mood. It was the Mardy Gary. Now he's a Gary, and he's in pain as well, which makes it even funnier.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Right. Yeah, you could be on TV in Northern Ireland.
But if I was on TV in Northern Ireland, that'd be just the end of it.
When are you going to be interviewed by a newspaper or something, Gary?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, there really will be. Yeah, there really will be no talking to you lot soon.
No, there won't, Dave. I'm sorry. As I said, I'm going to have to.
You'll have to go through our booking agent.
Oh, okay. If I want to hang out with the cool kids.
Yeah.
Did you see the joke I posted up earlier?
No, what was that, Dave?
I got a Blur alarm clock the other day. It plays Park Life every morning.
Apart from Wednesdays when I get rudely awakened by the dustman.
Thank you. Yes. another one the other day. I did a gig the other day, and someone said, "Can you play Wonderwall?" I said, "Maybe."
You know what turned up for me today, Dave?
What's that, mate?
I figure that was ordered just before Christmas, menu, but I got here in time anyway.
Oh, blimey!
Where is it? I haven't even unboxed it yet, Dave. Paddy Main's figure.
Oh, cool! Awesome.
Yeah, I haven't even.
Is that the wolf I see lurking around in the back of the?
Oh yes, he's just sitting there ready to rock and roll someday. I've ordered them paints. You know them Citadel paints.
Oh yeah.
I've ordered a rake of them. Sorry, she about it? No, that's all right. So I can speak. Yeah, I ordered them today.
Oh, is that your Paddy model?
Yeah, there's my Paddy Main model for my SES Jeep. So, wee bit of a idiot's guide here. I suppose they still got his information wrong. Stuff made by Excalibur models.
To do that.
Actually, he wasn't in the Royal Artillery. That's wrong. He was just in the Ulster Rifles. But that's... Well, we all know why he didn't get the VC.
Because he was Irish.
Yeah, he was very fond of his fists. Now, I don't know where I would get that idea from. I would never use my fists.
Ooh.
Sorry, Dave. Did I say something there?
No, just sighing.
All right. So that's another part of it.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Knife, where is me knife? Doo-dah, doo-dah. Where the fuck is my knife? Doo-dah, doo-dah, doo.
I must be getting ill or something, or I'm putting on a wee bit of weight. Someone to do.
I reckon both.
Oh, thank
We
you
didn't
for
want to
it.
say anything, Mike, but
Okay, guys, please, comms.
Sorry.
What were you saying, Mark?
I said we were too much of a gentleman to say anything.
Gary?
Well, that's a laugh. There's only one gentleman here.
Certainly isn't you.
Now, you will have it to know that I can speak very nicely and very posh when I have to.
Yeah, doesn't make you a gentleman.
Well, it's a start, isn't it?
No.
Nice one, Centurion.
Oh, well, it's worth a shot.
Is that your voice for radio? Is it, Gary?
No, that's
This is. That's not very nice.
but true. Bit harsh, but true.
Oh dear! I think I need a new wet palette. This is starting to smell like a 6-month-old PE kit. Ugh. Oh dear. Yeah.
Didn't realise photo H smelt.
Sorry.
Didn't realise photo H smelt.
Wet palette.
Yeah. You said a PE kit that's 6 months old. And I
said, just testing your metal.
Stop it, just.
I'm not going to fight over that one, Dave.
Yeah, don't get brassed off.
I'm over backwards to try and understand you.
Oh. Stop it, Gary. There's got to be stretch in the evenings.
Hey, what? Where'd that come from?
I was just making polite conversation. One must know how to make one's polite conversation.
Oh, God.
He's practicing for his OBE.
Fuck the OBE, I'm going.
Okay, guys, come on, please, comms.
Okay,
Listen out.
sorry.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Fuck the OBE, I'm going for the big one.
Oh, good Lord. What did you say, Mark?
Order of the Big Ed.
Oh, is he getting a big head, is he? With a bit of Edward PE. The big head.
Stop. It's... Oh. Nice.
What's nice?
Julie's only have to get the nice big chippy feed for the night.
Oh, fantastic.
One time's Harry Kebab.
Okay, got 3 people watching. Let us know what kit you're working on, guys. Tell us how you're getting on with them.
How long, boys? I'll be back in 5.
Okay. So while he's gone, who reckons he's going to get an OBE? Nobody? Somebody? Anybody?
I think I might ask you this before, Steph. You don't know anywhere where you can buy resin in bulk, do you?
No, I don't, mate.
All right.
If I did, I'd tell you because I'd be doing it myself.
Yeah, because I don't know. It's almost like you buy 4 bottles and save, a couple of quid. It'd be worth doing, wouldn't it?
Yeah. The thing is, I prefer to pay the price.
Oh, there's no. I mean, there was some guy on one of the page, got this cheap stuff. It was about 25 quid, and it was just rub. I think it's like a lot of these things. If you get a decent one, it's fine, but that's the issue.
Yeah, it's getting this.
Yeah, that's it. And I think the other issue is also, if you get one from one batch and you mix it, you try topping the vat up with one from another batch. It's you get.
I don't like it, does it?
No, that's what he seemed to be saying. Again, we should do a feature on 3D printing on the show, I think, at some point.
Yes, yeah. I'll tell you what really frustrates me about seeing these guys on there, especially guys who've been given a 3D printer. They turn around and they go, well, I got the 3D printer out, I took it out, chuck some resin in, press play, put my USB key in, press play, and it printed.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine for the what's on the USB that they give you.
Yeah.
And then he's going on and he's showing all these prints he's done. Not once did he mention support. Not once.
Yeah.
And it's not fair on people who are starting off, especially who follow him and see that he does that. They go and buy one, do this, they do that, and their prints aren't working.
Yeah.
All because he couldn't be bothered to tell them.
Well, I must say, before I got the Saturn, there's a German bloke he got a pre-release one. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And he got an early release. He got a pre-release and he got an early release. And he's going through. He basically did because there are problems. Yeah, like the screen wasn't flush with the body of the printer.
Right.
And he said, I've had every print I've done has failed. Yeah. And he said, I went through everything. I went through Chitu Box, which is the software, if anyone doesn't know. Everything I could think of. And in the end, I looked, and the actual UV screen is mounted about 2 mil too high. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So he said, what I did was I took the insulating tape that's round it, I put some thinner tape on, and then built up the edges. So basically the vat would sit flush with the screen. Problem solved. He said, and he was kind of saying, he said, problem is if you've never, if this is your first printer, you just think the thing was broken.
Yeah.
And he said that solved the problem. The other thing he had in transit, and they've because again, there's a few people on the forum on the page have said that they've had this issue, is that the connector for the screen comes off in transit as well.
No.
So it'll turn up and only half the screen will work. And it's a simple fix once just basically take the cover off. But again, you didn't know any better. You'd think it was broken,
Yeah. That's bad.
Yeah. So he was listing all these issues that you can have,
Yeah.
I'm back again.
Okay.
You okay, mate?
Yeah, just wild. I think I'm going to have a bad night.
What's up, mate?
I'll tell you off air.
Okay, fair enough.
Jerry?
Steph.
Have you seen Mark's cannon?
Mark's what?
Well, look at the screen.
Oh.
I think he's gunning for you.
Damn, don't, please.
Andre.
Looking good, Mark.
Just 1 minute, boys.
Okay. Back of the hand. Hey. Dear, boys.
Sorry about that.
Well, just tell Jake next time I see him, I'll slap him. Being such a godsod while we're on air.
It's target now, boys.
As I said before, Mark, nice cannon.
Thank you very much. It's been in my mind to do it for a while. Oh, Christ. Get over there.
Is it all brass?
I've got all the bits, all the brass. So.
What the hell, Mark? Big.
I got bags of 7.62 short, 9mm 2.2 assorted.
7.62 short. That was AKs, wasn't it?
Yeah. Squibs.
Yeah.
201s, 204s, 5.56. More 7.62. What else have I got here? Some 7.65 for the Walther, aircrew Walther.
Yep.
And a shed load of 2.2. Yeah. Plenty of stuff for me to make another one. I've got about 3 30mm shells left as well, so
okay,
I can make a couple. I'm just trying to work out, though. I mean, I have had no experience with artillery pieces as such, but were the rounds for them cased, or did they shove the shell up first and then bags of powder?
Originally, in the First World War, the shells went up first. Then the bags of powder, the same as the Navy did it.
Yeah.
Modern day stuff is just one shell.
All right. Well, both options are available then.
Yeah.
So I've got some old 7.62 boat tail heads.
Yeah.
Which were just in a fire, and obviously when the round cooked off, these just popped out off the end of the cartridge.
Yeah.
And so I could have them stacked in a triangle per se on their own, or they fit rather snugly in a 7.65 case. Oh. So I could have them as a sort of like a proper artillery round per se.
Yeah.
And again, have them stacked up in a triangle at the back. So we shall see. We shall see. Still very much a work in progress.
Is that commercially available kit, Mark? Or
nope. No. I had the brass. I've just found out that the missus has been keeping a glue gun away from me, so liberated that. And like I said, had all the brass, and it was just a case of working it out in my mind how it was going to be done.
Oh, cool.
And my plan is to, as I say, not only have a stack of ammunition at the back, for example. Where's another one? Have I got another 7.65 here? Not on the desk, no. But to have a stack of ammunition at the back, and obviously to put a guard plate on the front, a guard shield. But other than that, that's 80% done.
Excellent.
Good.
Thinking of.
Deserve a round of applause.
Dave.
Sorry.
Dave.
Sorry. Don't want to bore you.
Oh,
I'm sure
Mark,
we could. Oh, yeah?
your Mustang's on there as well.
I know. That's what I mean. My work's on there as well. I think Malcolm sent me the either a link for it or a copy.
There's no link for it yet.
Isn't there?
No, he's probably sent you a picture.
Oh, well, he sent me a couple of pictures this morning.
Yeah, he sent me them as well. But there's no, it's not up on the site yet.
All right.
I will have a look later on.
Oh, well done, fellas.
Thank you.
better not give myself a tap there just in case I pull the back anymore.
Gary, you mean you're being sponsored by Windoline this evening?
No. I'm being sponsored by a load of pain relief. Which is just gradually kicking in.
Sorry, Windoline pain relief.
Oh. Staff.
He fell into his own world on that one.
Yeah. I'd say more like a windowed liquor, Dave.
Is that why you've got a glazed look?
Oh,
oh dear.
Come on, boys. Sorry, we're going to have to draw the curtains around this.
What a cracking idea.
Oh, smashing.
Stop it with this. Oh.
You can tell Gary's had too much. He's got that glazed look about him.
Oh, dear.
Oh. Right. Yeah, have you just finished?
No.
Nope. I suppose if he takes any more medication, he could get double glazed.
Right, behave yourselves. Staff?
What?
Do you want me to still do that unboxing tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, you're running the show.
Yeah, forgot. Forgot about that. Might put on the sympathy act tonight to see how it'll work.
Isn't Saturday night kebab night?
It is, but I want to put on the sympathy act there, you know, to make it a new kit. After all, somebody came in and stole mine.
Well, the missus has just ordered, how much was it? 470 quid's worth of timber. to make a new shed to go alongside the brand new pergola which I built for her.
So you're getting a new shed, are you, Mark?
No, I'm going to be getting a flip it for doing it. I'm going to be getting a bleeding new kit.
I'd want more than a bloody new kit. I'd want part shares in the shed. I'm building it. I want to use it.
I'm not complaining. She'll throw me in it.
She's what?
I'm not going to complain. She'll throw me in it.
No, she'll probably throw you under it.
No, in it. At the moment, I'm happy staying up here.
So when are you scheduled to start that then, Mark?
Ooh, good one, Dave. Good one.
Thank you.
Staff,
Gary.
do a bit of muting now, will you? Because them boys are killing me tonight, so they are. Oh.
Good, keep going, boys.
So if I'm not on the more, there's no way.
Yeah, we've broken the glass back. Or should that be silverback? I'm not sure yet.
Oi, last of it. I'm not that grey, you know.
Yeah. Don't go ape.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he's the right colour. Looks like an orangutan.
Excuse me?
You look like an orangutan.
Is not a... Nope.
They're gingers, aren't they?
Sorry, Steph.
Sorry. They're gingers, aren't they? Go, Mark.
I was just wondering, every time he walks past a palm tree or something, does he get an urge to go, ooby-doo?
I am warning you up there in the cheap seats. Laugh like that again, and I will be coming up for you. Might take me a couple of minutes, but I'm...
I want to be like you, ooby-dooby-doo. Lay it on me, boy. The secret of man's red fire. Can we just start calling him King Louis?
No. It'll go to his head.
Yes, I think that is actually a very good name. Yes.
Well, he's got the same colour body hair now. We know he's a true ginner.
Well done, Mark.
Please, open the cheap seats. Quit the cackling.
Keep going, Julie.
Keep going, Julie. Look, I'll tell you what, there's going to be a couple of concrete bricks made.
Oh, good God. Julian Gary Davis. Has Dave lowered the standard of jokes to Gary's level? No, we've gone lower. He also says cases look good, Mark.
Thank you very much.
And the cheap seats say, good evening, gents. How are we all today?
Oh, very well, thank you, Julie. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Look, I'll tell you what, if I go blood, what I'll not well. Seriously,
You have our deepest sympathies having to look after Mardy Winey bloke today.
Oh, she will suffer tonight. Because I have a funny feeling I'm going to have to stretch out in the bed tonight.
Julie, whenever you order his kebab, make sure it's got extra hot ghost chili sauce on, and then hide the toilet paper for the morning.
Yeah. And if he does stretch out in the night, just flick his one good bollock.
I tell you, a friend of mine is a bloke he worked with. He's as blind as a bat, and his wife goes, she goes, go down and get the whipped cream. So he goes running downstairs, running back up again, gets the whipped cream. She starts screaming. He's got the horseradish by mistake.
That could be an idea. Chilies.
Oh, that's not very nice.
He is a very nice chap. You see, Dave, that's why.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
People forget that wee bit. I am a very nice chap.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, stop!
Really? Gary's gone.
Oh, it's a good job she's here tomorrow, because I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be fit to do brass knuckles nothing.
Situation normal then.
You'll find, excuse me, she's a real taskmaster, that one. Do this, do that, do this, do that. I get no time at all.
Just keeping you occupied.
I can keep myself occupied.
Yeah, we've heard about that. It doesn't work.
Pornhub. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
You go blind.
Sure, I'm already nearly there.
Gary, we're over here.
Come again?
He wishes.
I wish, full stop.
Oh dear.
Sort of have to take a tablet for that carry on now, Dave.
Do you?
Yeah.
But he's too blind, he can't find it.
Stop it, Seth, would you? Sorry, folks. This was supposed to be a modelling show, but it seemingly it's about other things tonight.
So, an evening of culture with for manor modelers.
Oh, yeah. Told you we'll talk about anything.
I will just leave my one good bottle out of it, thanks.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it doesn't work.
Oh, Julie, they're picking on me. I know it should probably reply back. Good.
Yep. You know where the comments are, Julie? Right, everybody be quiet and listen for the cackling.
No, she's not cackling.
No.
That makes it change, actually. Shh.
Right, it's gone very quiet up there. Oh, it's definitely gone quiet. Do you think she's either egged him or hit him with something?
Nobody hits this kid.
You get.
For number one, they need to be brave.
Go on, get it out, Gary.
Trying to get a little something. Oh, fuck, I hate that person. Oh. And
Here, Dave, what was the colour you need to base a good yellow?
Pink.
with white spots.
I was going to go for pink and blue checks.
Oh, nice.
Just checking.
Stop it, Dave.
Gary, we'll stop when you stop laughing.
Gingham tactic.
I am trying to stop laughing, but it's not working tonight.
Yeah, it also works with orange.
Cool.
Why? I do not know. And I don't know how anyone ever discovered that, and I'm not sure I really want to know.
Did you ever wonder how a man who drives a snowplow for a living gets to his work in the morning?
You don't need to, because he snowplows in his shed and he just attaches it to his truck.
All right.
Maybe he just plows on regardless.
Oh, he's on fire this evening.
I know. I'm glad you caught my drift.
Oh. Just in case anybody's listening.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Sorry, that last joke was a bit flaky.
Staff?
No, I'm not going to mute them.
Did you realise I'm a being?
Yep, because it's got a snowball effect here.
I give up. Well, they do say laughter is the best medicine.
They do.
In your case, Valium is still a good substitute. Right, gents, I'm going to knock it on the head for the evening. I've got to wait for all this stuff to dry now.
Okay.
Okay, mate.
Okay.
And I shall catch you, hopefully, tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, see you later, mate.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
Take care.
Thank you very much for your kind words over this. Much appreciated.
Good.
Sorry. Pay us later.
The check's in the post.
Yeah, I love you and I promise not to. No, I'm not going to go.
That one.
In the washing up, yes.
See you later, boys.
See you later.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Ooh.
You all right, Dave?
Yeah, I think it's just been so blooming cold. I'm actually sweating here.
Cold?
Well, you know, as of 2 weeks ago, we had snow on the ground, and now it's spring.
Wouldn't call that cold. That's a lovely day.
All right, then. What's it like where you are, Gary?
It was lovely and sunshine all day, so it was. It was a lovely day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get much gardening done? Sorry, Steph.
Yeah. Dave.
Hello.
That word is not allowed to be mentioned.
Okay.
What? Sunshine?
No.
Gardening.
Dave.
Sorry.
Then the next thing will be, should you not go out and cut that grass?
You know what your answer is, don't you?
Oh, yes.
You know where the lawnmower is.
Now, I did let her loose once on the lawnmower. I think it just heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Never again would I let her loose on the lawnmower.
Go on then, tell the story. Oh, before you do, quick comment. Julie says, keep it up, lads. Lol.
You are?
No, it's pardon. Not you are.
I'm afraid Julie's going to have to get away tonight.
Yeah, but your one good bollock's not working properly, so how's she going to get good working?
But knees,
Shoulders, arms, and toes.
oh, for
Beat me to
seriously, you stay quit it today. Oh,
I want to know what happened when you let Julie loose with the lawnmower.
Yes,
right.
you are.
I told her to keep going on the straight line the way I had it cut.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was zigzagging all over the place now. Oh, don't talk. Don't talk.
I'll be honest with you, Gary. I cut our grass. Well, when I used to cut our grass, I always cut it in straight lines. Just like that. And then Lisa started doing it. I can't sit in the garden and watch her do it because she goes all over the shop. And I just want to say, just go in straight plumbing lines, woman.
Well, I sort of said that, but not in that nice a way.
Careful, she'll turf you out. God.
Sorry, Dave.
I said you have to be careful, she'll turf you out. Turf, grass.
Oh,
Dave's doing a bit of a sod.
oh,
Dear.
hey, Dave, it'll be the other way around. I will be doing a bit of tossing out.
What's that got to do with cutting the grass?
Nothing.
Yeah, good question.
Oh.
You have a laugh, haven't you? Well,
Oh,
I
yes.
feel like I've succeeded, Gary. I've made you laugh this evening.
You did, Dave.
Oh, this miniature is true. The more I paint it, the more horrible it is. Look at him.
Which one is it? Oh, him.
Yeah.
Is he getting a bit gruesome, is he, Dave?
Look at his legs.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, lovely.
Have you got the
beautiful? Sorry, mate.
Have you given him varicose veins as well?
Oh yeah, he's got zits and boils and varicose veins. Oh yeah, he's horrible. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, modeling does help, you know, in so many different ways, you know.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel a lot calmer than I was. Now it's only moving a wee bit of paint there.
Well, yeah. You were just stressing too badly over that model.
Yeah.
If you
So
you start stressing over it, you just got to step away from it.
Yeah. If it's not fun, there's no point in doing it.
Exactly.
My problem is I don't like letting people down.
But then I think with something, if it doesn't fit together, mate, what's the point? You're not letting anyone down, you know?
Yeah.
You're just doing yourself more harm because you're stressing out over it.
Yeah. Tried your best. Besides, you don't want to balls it up.
Yeah, it'll just deflate your ego.
There's no penalty for trying.
Oh. Have you any light refreshments tonight, Dave?
Oh, yeah, some quite heavy ones as well. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. I said it's the local brewery. Well, local, I say it's just up the road, one of my favourite breweries. But I said to him, I said, I always say when he knocks on the head, oh, it's the milkman. And he always get a chuckle. And there was his son delivered them the other week, and the bloke must be about 19. I said, "Oh, it's the milkman." He just looked at me like I was mad. Obviously, he doesn't know what a milkman is. Getting old.
Oh, we're all getting up there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're actually admitting being old then?
Old?
Oh God, yeah.
Not Gary, because he's always. I'm not old.
Oldish, I'm just going to say, right? Not as old as Julie, mind you.
Five, four. Clang.
Poor Julie is getting over the hill now.
What was at the time?
Yeah, we have to go, don't we, Dave?
I think so. Yeah.
Yes. It's not my fault, Pat. You're 54 this year. I'm just waiting for her to come in through that room. Come on. What's on for the rest of the evening, stuff?
Absolutely sweet FA. probably going to catch up with the rest of Line of Duty. We're just rewatching the whole series again.
That was the box set there on. Is it Netflix? Has it that?
iPlayer, BBC.
All right.
You can watch the whole lot all over again. So we started at series 1 and watched our way through. Went to series 5 just to catch up and remind ourselves what it's like. It's blooming good.
Did you enjoy that one? I told you about Steph the Fall.
Yes, really enjoyed that. That was a great one.
I think it's on Netflix, Dave.
Okay, mate. Well, I might have a look tonight. I watched your recommendation. I watched 1917 last week. That was good.
Oh yeah. Did you ever watch the Typewriter?
No.
About 3 brothers in the Great War.
Okay. No.
They actually wrote letters home, from the front.
Uh-huh.
And yes, sweetheart, I love you. Apple of my eye, baby.
Oh, you've touched a nerve there.
Of course I have. For wee creeper.
Never comes up. She never comes up with anything.
It's a very good film, Dave.
Okay.
It's based on 3 brothers from the Manchester Pals Battalion.
Right.
It is fantastic.
I'll have to check that out.
Did you ever watch The Trench?
No.
Daniel Craig's in it.
Okay.
It's set before the sort of like the eve of the Somme.
Oh, right.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant,
Okay.
brilliant.
I'll see if I can get it. Tell you what, I really enjoyed, and I've never, I remember hearing about that's The English Patient. I thought it was a blooming good film, that.
Cracking film. Absolutely cracking.
Quick comment. Noel McElfatrick says, "Hello, boys. Everyone well? Yep, all well. Thank you, Noel."
Oh, no.
No, not well. Would you rewatch 1917, Dave?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I definitely. I wish I'd seen it at the cinema, to be honest with you. I think that would have, So I was going to go, but I can't remember why we didn't in the end, because for a while we were going. But no, I'll watch that again, definitely.
Did you ever watch 13 Hours, Dave?
No, I didn't.
Have you, Steph?
What's 13 Hours?
About the Americans guarding like a compound for the CIA for 13 hours based on a true event.
All right. Nope, never seen it.
It's on Netflix. I watch it. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. I'd like to know when they're going to bring out this new Bridge Too Far. Would be very interesting.
Oh, yeah. And I wonder if it'll be an hour too long. Sorry, I wonder if it'll be an hour too long.
What do you mean, Steph?
That was one of the comments about the original. You said it's a great film, but it should have been called an hour too long. Because he said it was too long.
No, I don't think that now.
Maybe they should have done an abridged version.
If it's anything like that new Dunkirk, I didn't like it at all.
Why not?
Hated it stuff. It wasn't like the original black and white one.
Well, it was a remake, so it's not meant to be like it. It's meant to be done slightly differently. So what didn't you like about it?
Right. For number one, the frontal scene at the front, where the boy was running and the Germans were, jumping over walls and stuff.
Yeah.
For number one, that wouldn't have happened. Not a hope with that contact happened.
Okay.
Right. There was a brave bit of it there too. If you take a look at the way they set up the brand gun, actually at the beach, there was no brand guns like that at the beach. It was all Vickers.
Okay.
Because my grandfather was there, and I remember reading Granda's sort of like diary about that incident.
Mm.
And certainly the closest one to it would have been the old black and white one.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. When you're watching a film and in the opening sequence they get historical facts wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, sorry, I can't watch it anymore.
Pearl Harbor was bad for that.
Yeah.
A terrible film.
Have you seen a new Midway?
No.
It's okay. They get most of the facts right, but there's one scene where they say, I can't remember, I think it's a Japanese. You know, when they had to change from torpedoes to 1,000-pounders, which are bombs,
right,
and back again. And was it him or was it the Americans? I can't remember. One of them turned around and says, well, we're going to have to change from one to the other. And then when he runs outside, they're already changed.
Okay.
And it's like, well, wait a minute. No, we can't do that. You can run him outside and have him showing the aircraft with the bombs on, and then him wandering around for a few seconds, and you see guys running around. Then you can go into it. But to go straight down the stairs and it be ready, nah, that's a load of bull.
Yeah.
Can't be doing with that.
It's like 1917's open scene there, with the trench.
Uh-huh.
That trench is not the proper scale, or it's not correct.
Okay.
You wouldn't believe it. I know it's only nitpicking, you know what I mean? It is an excellent film.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. But if you take a look at their putties and everything else, wrong colour, wrong shape, everything.
Right. Where was it towards the end of the film, Gary, where they're like it's like the trenches are like chalk?
That was in the battle. They were near Messines, Passchendaele.
Okay.
Because the trench system up around there was all like chalk and stuff. Again, they wouldn't have dug it. They didn't dig it like that the way it showed. Don't get me wrong. It's only nitpicking.
Sure.
Right? But it is based on a true historic fact of the King Jones, if you know what I mean. The book is actually as good as the film, and that very rarely happens.
Yeah.
Jamie.
Quick comment. Gillian says he's waiting for Pegasus Bridge to come out. That'll be a good one.
Yeah. Again, I think the old black and white ones is the best. I don't know what you boys think of that there, or is that just me being fussy?
I don't know, there's something about a black and white war film.
Yeah.
But no, I like, if they're going to remake it, you do it properly. You don't piss around and change historical facts. And don't get me wrong. Yeah, if the hero's white, the hero's white. If the hero's black, the hero's black. You don't mess around with things like that.
Yeah.
Because you mess with people's perceptions of history. Just because it's politically correct to put somebody from a different creed in the lead role doesn't mean you have to do it.
Well, it's a bit like, was it U571?
Oh, good lord. Yeah, the Americans trying to change history again.
That's right. Yeah, how the Americans won the war. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But with, it's like, you know, the musical Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was about Hamilton because he was black. He wasn't. He was white.
Right.
And that really messed with my perception of history.
Right.
You don't mess with people's perceptions of history.
Uh-huh. Well, sorry, going back to U541. The thing with that is, I just thought that if they told it, just then that, you know, the amount.
Yeah, all you do is just change the uniforms from USN to RN.
Yeah, sure.
Basically, all they've done is taken the original story and changed the uniforms.
Well, it's like, isn't it, Memphis Belle? That was originally written about Lancaster bomber crews, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But the studio, no. The American audience. So they changed it to the 8th Air Force.
That's right. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Do you not know that stuff?
No. I always thought the Memphis Belle was the story of Memphis Belle that ran all the missions.
No, it was
about.
Yeah, it was Lancaster crews, but the studio, you know, said no, it's got to be about American air crew. Talking of which, aren't they making a new Dam Busters or something?
Yeah, I heard that.
It's meant to have been being done for the past 12 years. Peter Jackson.
Well, that's why he's having difficulties of all of his own, isn't he, Peter Jackson?
The models for the Lancs are already built.
Okay. What if that's why Wingnut Wings were releasing the Lancaster?
They were meant to be, apparently, yeah. And I think it ended up as HKs.
I thought they were different. I thought the HK one was a different mould entirely.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I thought that was that, but I could be wrong.
Well, I think. Well, now it's like it doesn't matter anyway, does it? Because Wingnut Wings are defunct, aren't they?
Yeah. I'd love to know who's got those moulds.
I reckon Meng will end up with them, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Right, 10 minutes to go, gents.
Okay.
Okay. You see the ruins part of the townies in Dave in 1917?
Uh-huh.
That's supposed to be Passchendaele.
Okay.
It's an amalgamation of about 3 or 4 different stories, isn't it, Gary?
Yeah, it is. You know, don't get me wrong, excellent film. But some of the historic points that they did try to represent, they got it wrong. You know what I mean? It was me being nitpicky. I don't know if any of us watched that Iron Cross one about the Russian tank crew.
Oh, what, the ones in the T-34? and with a
Yeah.
bridge screen. No,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. What's it called?
Iron Cross.
No, I've not seen it. Wouldn't mind seeing that one.
Yes, it's all subtitles, but you wouldn't believe it. They have it down to a great T of the actual tank battles and the trenches along the Russian front.
Yeah.
Brilliant film. You know.
I was watching, you just reminded me, Gary, the tank chats they do at the Tank Museum.
Yeah.
They had one on the T-34, and they were saying, that, it got a reputation as a great tank. He said the first ones were pretty rough. He said it's the T-34-25, I think it is, or something like that. But he said it really depended. What he said, some of the factories they didn't even fit them with a driver's seat. You had to sit on your overcoat. I'm like, or they turn up, and the crews would actually have to finish them off in the factory before and drove them straight out on the battlefield.
Yeah, that's right. Some of them only came out of the factory with their prime coats on them.
Yeah.
Some of them were actually made deep inside Siberia.
Yeah. When the lines are pushed right back, they were coming out the factory onto the front line pretty much straight away.
Yeah. I like that film, Enemy at the Gates, if you've ever watched it, about the Battle of Stalingrad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Bob Hoskins, isn't it, in that?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, but he is.
As Khrushchev.
Yeah. Again, some of the sniper bits, wouldn't have happened like that. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's only nitpicking, if you know what I mean, but when you're sort of used to coming from that sort of world, you sort of know what's historic facts and what's not, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. You say that, Gary, one of the fella, when I first started volunteering up in the C word, one of the fellas that was there worked as a film extra, and he said, I can't remember, he said some World War II drama he was working on, and he turned up because he said obviously if they want people to they're after soldiers for extras, it's worth using soldiers because they know how to carry themselves, so on and so forth. And he said there was some minor thing wrong with the webbing on the uniform. Yeah, the way it had been arranged, I can't remember the kit. The bloke, he said, I just thought to let you know this is wrong. This wasn't this way. And the bloke said, really? He said, yeah. He said, can you show me how it was done? So he wrapped it around, showed him how to do it. He turned and said, oh, right. He said, you credited as an extra. He said, yeah. He says, well, now you credited as a military advisor. There's another £200.
Nice.
Yeah. He said he was on one of the new Star Wars films as well. He was an extra on there. I can't remember where they were, but one of the sets hadn't turned up, and it was 3 days just standing around, not doing anything. Because there's something wrong with the special effect.
Oh yeah. I spent 3 weeks filming on Fury, and most of the time like that.
Yeah. There's a film I never watched. Fury.
What? Good show. I have to admit, excellent film.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun to do. Really enjoyed that. And my cigarette more famous
Sorry.
than me. It's okay. My cigarette tin is more famous than me. That got more airtime.
What was that, Steph?
My cigarette tin got more FaceTime on the screen than I did.
Did it?
Yeah. Right. 4 minutes to go. Let's go round. So, Dave, how are you doing and how far have you got?
Just still painting this handsome chap. Just been doing some varicose veins and added some highlights to his shirt.
Oh, it's looking really good. When that interview with the with a 2-armed stick and a little round head, it looked like a gingerbread man was hoving into view.
Oh, at the time.
Yeah.
That was it's interesting. I emailed them because this staff, I'd noticed that's actually just a bit of plastic rod, because everyone I saw that printed it had a problem with this staff breaking off.
Yeah.
Or not printing. The other one that people had an issue with, I won't take up too much time, is the scales. Yeah, this one didn't print off. See, I printed the figure first time.
Oh no.
So what I ended up doing is just cutting the one off the other side and putting it on.
Yeah.
So, but so that's few and far between. But so what have you been working on, Steph?
I'll go Gary first.
All right, yeah. Right, yeah.
Go on, Gary. What have you been working on?
Just been working on these wee figures.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just taking my time, just learning from Dave and yourself, Steph. It's all about taking your time. It's not about rushing. A good figure can make a base, or it can actually ruin the scene.
Yep.
So, it's all about patience, and them 2 hours I've done there this evening has just helped me out so much.
Good.
Nice.
So, thank you, boys, again.
Okay.
Oh, you're welcome, mate.
So, Steph, what are you working on?
Well, I have been doing the counters to go around the dagger. So
Awesome.
got the white in there. Just need to go over that with a bit of black just to take out the marks, the over paint. I've dry brushed this to bring it out. So I painted it a metallic purple. All I did was just put a load of purple into with some chrome paint. And then dry brushed it black first, then dry brush it silver, and it brings out all the bits and pieces. And here's the other two that I'm working on. So
Nice.
those are the two. And this is the actual dice dagger itself.
Excellent. What colour are you going to paint that, Steph?
I'm not sure what colour I'm going to paint it yet. But yeah, that's done. So I just got to let that finish off drying. And hopefully I can get this finished off tomorrow.
Sorry, Steph, what are the counters for?
I don't know. There's something in Dungeons and Dragons where you need to count things.
Oh, I know what it's for. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
And then what's it for? Explain
I
to me.
think it's your armor. It's your armor class. Yeah.
Right. Got ya.
Yeah, or your hit points or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Nice. Thank you very much. Right then, folks. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd all like to say your goodbyes.
Bye.
Gary's on mute, so we can't hear him.
Bye.
Yeah. Remember, folks, stay safe. Keep on modelling. Bye.
Bye-bye.